Amsterdam started as a small fishing village in the late 12th century, but became one of the most important ports in the world during the Golden Age. During that time, the city was the world's leading center for finance and diamonds. The 17th century canals located in the heart of Amsterdam were added to the UNESCO World Heritage List in July 2010. World Heritage Sites are considered by UNESCO as having irreplaceable historical value that should be preserved for mankind as a whole. Sofitel legend the Grand Amsterdam is one of those historical sites. There were originally two convents here, St. Cecily's Convent and St. Catherine's Convent, both founded in 1411. In 1578, St. Cecily's Convent was transformed into lodgings for princes and gentlemen of standing. It was renamed Prinsenhof, Court of Princes. Many renowned guests stayed at the Prinsenhof, including the Princes of Orange, William the Silent, and his sons Maurits and Frederick Hendrik. French Queen Maria de Medici also stayed here in 1632, as did William II and Mary Stuart of England. Part of St. Catherine's Convent was transferred to the Admiralty of Amsterdam, a board that managed the marine administration and the taxes to fund the safeguarding of the coast. The Admiralty in the Golden Age was one of the most powerful institutions when the Dutch ruled the Seven Seas. Legendary people like Henry Hudson, who set out to discover Manhattan and after whom the Hudson River is named, had permission granted from the Admiralty as he was sailing on behalf of the Dutch East India Trading Company, the VOC. In 1652, the old City Hall burned down. During the construction of the new City Hall, the present-day Royal Palace on Dam Square, the city government was temporarily seated in the Prinsenhof until 1655. Then the Admiralty took over the entire complex and had a new main building constructed. In 1795, Holland was occupied by the French. Napoleon's brother Louis became King of Holland, and in 1808, Louis demanded the City Hall of Amsterdam as his royal palace. Once again, the city authorities had to move to the Prinsenhof. After independence was regained and the House of Orange returned, the City Hall on Dam Square remained in use as the royal palace. For the next 180 years, the Prinsenhof was to serve as the Amsterdam City Hall. The most extensive City Hall expansion was the new wing, which opened in 1926. As the new wing was being constructed, the Admiralty building was completely restored and renovated. A very special small hall was built in the new wing, the first-class marriage chamber decorated by Chris LeBeau, and also a new council chamber, which was built based on a design by Willem Pennaert. Pennaert saw the council chamber as one joint work of art by several artists directed by one person to form a whole. If we examine the works of art, we detect a wide range of style elements and symbolism. For example, these 6 figures by Thorn Pricker symbolize truth, justice, authority, harmony, hope, and belief in love. If you look in the back of the room, you see the statue by John Raydecker, with the patroness of Amsterdam in the center. The ladies on the left and right symbolize Amsterdam's most important waterways, the Amstel and the IJ. On the left side of the room, 4 statues by Mendes da Costa, which stand for wisdom or truth, decisiveness, unity, and love. On the right, 4 statues by Hildo Krop, which depict the 13th century Amsterdam story, Gijsbrecht van Amstel and the murder of the Poor Clare nuns. The growth of the city, Cornelis Houtman, the navigator who was the first to sail to the East Indies in 1595 to open trade relations together with whalers. Labour, a male figure flanked by industry, science, art and trade. And the future, symbolized by a woman and child. Several historic events have taken place in the Grand. A year after the war, Winston Churchill was offered a golden medal by Mayor Franke in the council chamber. Also, the wedding of Princess Beatrix, now Queen of the Netherlands, to Klaus von Habsburg took place here in 1966. After the City Hall moved to the Waterloo Square, the building was thoroughly restored and became the place of five-star Hotel the Grand in 1992. In 2008, work commenced on large-scale renovation under the inspiring guidance of the French interior architect Sibylle de Margerie. On November 23, 2009, the new restaurant Bridges opened its doors. The icing on the cake for the restaurant was to receive several awards and the exceptional 10- rating awarded by Holland's most renowned food critic, Johannes van Dam. On June 21, 2010, the Grand became the second Sofitel Legend Hotel in the world and the first Sofitel Legend Hotel in Europe. After all the extensive renovations, the Grand wins the coveted Villageature Award for the Best Hotel Interior Design in Europe 2010. To this day, many legendary events have taken place in the Grand, such as Stars Food and Art and Dîner en Blanc. The Grand remains a hidden gem, loved and visited by those who know and love the l'art de vivre. Situated on one of the most beautiful canals, in the captivating historic heart of Amsterdam, the Grand is a superb blend between French elegance and Dutch heritage. An exceptional and exclusive place with many more legendary moments to come.